Thank you for tuning in to part 2 of the Cardania Mining NFT tutorial video. In part 1, we talked about an overview of the mining NFTs. In part 2, we're going to set up a cold storage wallet, a hot wallet, and we're going to purchase an Ultra Cardania Mining NFT. First, let's unpackage our Ledger Nano S Plus. So we're going to set up a brand new Ledger device, the Ledger Nano S Plus. This is going to be for our old Ordinal NFTs only. We're not going to use this Ledger for anything else. You can also just keep it on a hot wallet. You don't have to buy the Ledger. You don't have to do any of the setups. It's a lot quicker. It's a lot faster. But it's not as safe. So we're going to set up this Ledger. And if you've seen the previous video on setting up the Ledger, it's all the same stuff. Purple one. You have your recovery sheets. This is where you will be writing down your seed phrase. You got startup guides. You got a keychain that I always throw away because I don't need that. And we got our power cord. That's what's involved in this whole setup. So here's what you're going to do. This is your get started manual. You're going to open it up. It's going to tell you to go to Ledger Live and start it up. But we're just going to set up the device first, and I'm going to show you why. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug this in. You're going to make your unlock code. That's anywhere from 4 to 8 digits that unlocks this device. You'll have to enter it every time that you get into this. And then also, I'm going to get the seed phrase. I'm going to write that down on my booklet, and then this thing's going to be ready to rock. All right, here we go. I set up the Ledger. I created an unlock code. I got the 24 seed phrase, and it's set up. Nothing's installed on it yet. So let's go back down here to the Cardania website. I'm going to go to those tokens again, go through all the collection. Check this out, the Ordinals. Now over here, Xverse wallet. So we're going to open that in a new tab. There it is. And we want to get this. So this is Xverse, XVERSE.app. We're going to download it. We're going to do the browser extension. We're going to add it to Chrome. There we go. If we want to pin it, we go over here, pin that. There it is. So we're going to create a new wallet. Make sure you read the terms of services, their privacy policy, data collection. All right, so if we're doing the Ledger wallet, we already have a seed phrase. So this is talking about getting a seed phrase for the wallet. That's going to be for the hot wallet. So if you're just doing the hot wallet option, you don't want to do the Ledger, do backup now. If you are doing the Ledger cold storage, you do backup later. And we're going to enter in our password. I just set up the code words to get into this wallet. So there it is. We're going to click on it. We've got one account. We have Bitcoin. If you want to send and receive, you use these. If you want to check out your ordinals, this is where your ordinal is going to be. So that if you want to receive one, that's what you do. Here's your NFTs. Here's your rare sats. We don't have anything in here yet. We just generated it. So what we do is we go up here. We're going to connect a hardware wallet. It says secure your assets with Ledger. Connecting a Ledger hardware wallet to Xverse is the most secure way to store your Bitcoin Ordinal stacks, BRC20 and SIP10 tokens, and more. This is the part that really confused me, and I'm going to show you why. So you choose the assets. We want the Bitcoin and Ordinals. Select continue. Then it says, before getting started, to use Ledger Live with the hardware wallet device you wish to connect. I did both of these options. I said, I use Ledger Live, and it sends you to this disclaimer thing. I said, I don't use Ledger Live. I don't understand what it means. When I click, I do not use Ledger Live because there's nothing on there. We'll just do it. This is confusing, guys. It says, it is not recommended to use Xverse and Ledger Live or other Bitcoin wallets with the same hardware device, as this could lead to unintentional transfers of ordinals. You should use a separate device for Xverse and ordinals, or set a passphrase on your ledger to create a different set of accounts for Xverse. And so that's why they say have a designated ledger just for ordinals. I think what they're trying to say is, say I have my regular ledger that has all my coins on there and some Bitcoin, and I try to set this up with this, it might get confused when I'm just doing transactions using Bitcoin. And I click here. I understand I should not use Ledger Live or other Bitcoin wallets with the same hardware device. And even if you choose that other option before, saying that you do use it, it just takes you to this. It's all the same stuff. So you click continue. And it says to continue, connect your Ledger device. Make sure it's unlocked and open the Bitcoin app. Well, wait a second. It's telling me not to use Ledger Live, but where do you get the Bitcoin app? On Ledger Live. So that makes no sense. Right there, there's nothing. I have nothing set up. That's the stopping point. We don't have it. We do not have it. And so we're going to have to use Ledger Live. It says it didn't work. The next problem is if you have an account that has Ledger Live already on it, and you have a second ledger, you try to use that Ledger Live, everything gets kind of messed up. So what I usually do is I create another desktop user, and I have every Ledger Live on a different desktop. I have also connected two ledgers up to the USB ports, thinking that I could just move coins from one ledger to the next ledger, and that blew up a ledger. Completely froze it, busted it. Do not do that. I lost 10 USDT, which was $10 back then, and now it is worth nothing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to a different desktop user, download the Ledger Live, get the Bitcoin app, come back to this desktop user with our thing, and finish setting up that account. I created a new desktop account. We're going to use our Ledger Get Started Quick Guide. It says go to ledger.com/start. Next instruction, download and open the Ledger Live app. Install that. We're going to get started. We have the Ledger Nano S Plus. selecting that. We already have our recovery phase, so we're just going to connect it. It's going to do a genuine check. Make sure that this thing is official. Oh, it's ready to use. It is an official device. Just try exiting out. All right, we're going to update the firmware. We got our 24-word phrase. Has to confirm the update, and we did that. All right, it's up to date. So now we want the Bitcoin app. We're going to install that. And that's going to be the only thing that we install on this ledger. Bitcoin only. Ordinals only. All right, it says it's done. It's installed. And that's it. That's all we had to do. Now, we're going back to the other desktop account that had our Xverse wallet. We're going to finish setting that up. Now, we are going to go up to our Xverse extension. Enter in your passphrase. And we're going to go back to where we left off. Account number 1. We're going to connect a hardware wallet. Securing our assets. Bitcoin and Ordinals. Should we try the other option? Last time we said we don't use Ledger Live with this device. We'll just say that we do. Not recommended. We already saw that. Yep. We're going to take that risk. Connect the ledger. Oh, we got to open the Bitcoin app that we just set up. Yeah, whether you choose whichever option for the Ledger Live, use it, don't use it, it does the exact same thing. So now it's asking us to verify this address. And that works. So I approved it. That is going to be the address that we get our Bitcoin to. Here's our ordinal address. Go through on that, make sure everything's correct. Then you confirm it on the device. So now we can receive Bitcoin Ordinals, BRC tokens. We named our account. There it is. Quitter Ledger. All right, so if we want to receive, if we want to send Bitcoin, if we want to receive our Ordinals, NFTs, it tells you if you have your rare Satoshis. And there it is. So we just set up our cold wallet. But what about that hot wallet? So what you do for that is you could use this account. It asks you, we could rename it. So we're going to say, all right, so we have our hot wallet. How do we get that seed phrase? It's only 12 for this Xverse wallet. Well, what you're going to do, because if you don't do this and everything goes wrong, cuts out, your computer crashes or something, you need to back this up, you will only have your ledger. So if you have something on your hot wallet, you won't be able to get it unless you get your recovery phrase. And that is done by going down to back up your wallet. It's going to ask for your password so you can see that seed phrase. So now what it's going to do is for your backup, you click this, it's going to reveal these 12 phrases. So make sure you write that down in a book. and then write it down in a different notepad. Keep them in different areas, never lose them. What I'm going to do, since I got that ledger and it has a few recovery pages, I'm just going to write the 12 down on this and keep that. So we'll catch up to you here in a minute after this is done, and then we'll have the hot wallet set up also. We now have a cold wallet on the ledger, and we have our hot wallet. You could generate more accounts by clicking generate. And if you go down here, say you generate some more accounts, you want to delete an account, and you say, well, there doesn't look like there's any delete button for an account. I might have 100 accounts and I want to get rid of 99 of them. So you think, well, maybe I'll do this reset wallet. That resets everything. If you have 100 wallets in here, it will reset all of them. You can't just delete one account from what I've seen so far. So just be aware of that. Make sure you have your seed phrases. If you accidentally do delete your account, you'll have to restore it. You might also be wondering, you might say, hey, Ultimate Quitter, why'd you set up the hot wallet? Why not just use your Ledger wallet? You're just going to Cardania. You use your Ledger wallet when you're harvesting resources on the Nexus. You're purchasing this straight from the Cardania site. Why waste all your time and swap stuff in between? Well, I tried that. I tried just buying straight with the Ledger. I thought, well, I'll just do the Ledger. It won't let you. There's something going on. I don't know what it is. Captain he didn't know. Adults only, they didn't know. And so they suggested to do a hot wallet and then transfer it from the hot wallet to the Ledger. And so that's what we're going to do right here, right now. We're going to go back to the hot wallet. And first thing we need to do is we need to get Bitcoin into this hot wallet. So I'm going to go to my Coinbase account, buy some Bitcoin. We're going to send it. While we're waiting for the Bitcoin to arrive in our Xverse hot wallet, I'm going to show you how to buy the Cardania Mining NFT using ADA. What you're going to do is you're going to get to your Eternal wallet. You make sure that you link it. Go to the Nexus and connect your wallet. Once we're in the Nexus, we're going to come over here to miners. And what you do is you decide if you want to have a standard miner, if you want a deluxe miner, or the ultra miner. And you just click on it. But that's all you would do. That's all you would do is click on that, and then you have one. You bought it. The Bitcoin has arrived in the wallet. Now check this out. I sent a small amount. This was $10 as a test. It's good to test things out. That way you don't lose $1,000. So both those transactions cost me a total of $3.08. So that's about $1.54 to make sure I don't lose $1,000. And it's just a smart thing to do. When I was doing this test, trying to figure things out the other night, high gas prices. Each send cost me $60. And I thought, what is this, Ethereum? It's Bitcoin. Why is it costing so much? But I guess a lot of action happening that day. So be careful. Usually it's going to be a couple of bucks. We're back at Cardania.com. I'm going to go down to project tokens and NFTs. I'm going to click on the Ordinals miners. I want the Ultra. I'm going big. We're already connected to our wallet. So this is the payments wallet. This is my Ordinals address. We click connect. By signing this message, you prove that you are the owner of an account without broadcasting any on-chain transactions. This signature cannot be used to send transactions on your behalf. You should only sign messages you trust. $985.74 for this Ordinals Cardania Miner NFT. There we go. We're going to inscribe it. We're going to confirm. Up to 72 hours during high chain load. So what we can do is we can come to our Xverse wallet here. Click on our Bitcoin. We click on this, kind of shows us what is happening. Very cool, how exciting. There are different transactions occurring. The Bitcoin network must be a little busy right now. Check this out. We've been receiving this for, they said it would be 19 minutes, 37 minutes. And then they keep bumping it up. I could pay more to accelerate it, but I'm not going to do that. All right, it's the next day. Let's see if we got that mining NFT. We did. There we go. So we're going to send it to the cold wallet, then we're going to check it out. So let's do that. So what you do, you go to your Ledger wallet. Make sure that you are on this. If you are on your Bitcoin, you're not going to get it. So click receive. NFCD. Go back here. And we're going to send it. NFCD. Confirm that. So we ended up receiving the ordinal at 12:12 a.m. on the 17th. And I think we ordered it around 11 p.m., so it took about an hour. So it's kind of slow. First time I did this with the test send, then sending everything, then had to make a new desktop and I sent it to that, and then I ended up sending it back because it didn't work. I think I was about around $120, $150 in gas fees just trying to send stuff around. So the first time was super expensive. Looks like these times it's been pretty cheap, but it's taken a long time. Very long time. Now I'm just going to send some Bitcoin over. XULG. All right, folks, here we go. Let's check out this ordinal. So we look at the bundle. All right, let's look at the rarity. So it shows that it has some rare Satoshis here, 555. So there's a mythic first sat of the Genesis block. Legendary first sat of each cycle, epic first sat of each halving, first sat of each difficulty adjustment period, and uncommon the first sat of each block. Common / unknown, the last sat of each cycle, the last sat of each halving. So there's a bunch of different little icons here. Let's see what this thing has. I guess those would be probably right here. Let's continue on with the rarity scale. There's Fibonacci sequence. Some of these where all the digits are 8. I don't think we got any of that. So here's everything. So I guess the only one we got were stuff mined by Satoshi himself. So it looks like we've got a pretty common one. Yeah, it'd probably have little icons here if it had something special. But I'm in it for the Bitcoin. So we learned how to make an Xverse Ledger cold storage wallet. We learned how to make an Xverse hot wallet, how to generate the seed phrase. We transferred some Bitcoin to these wallets. We purchased the Cardania Ordinals Mining NFT, and that's going to start pumping out some rewards in the next 5 or 6 months. So I'm excited to see what we're going to get. See how successful everything is. Super low power. That excites me. I hope this video has helped you. If you're looking to do this and wanted to follow along, this was a great guide for you. So thanks for watching the Quitter Quit Quitting channel. I'm your host, the Ultimate Quitter, and we'll see you next epic.